skin and I had acne, and not only myself, but 85% of the planet has some kind of, have or had acne in their lives. And the most interesting part is that in the United States, we still treat the cause that is acne, and we do not develop like the really mentality about how can we address the cause. And that's what this is today. We want to talk about the cleanser because the fundamentals start in the cleansing. And when you think about that, you change the whole concept because we are treating wrong. And some numbers are, I love numbers because, against numbers, there's no arguments, right? So if you think that 129,000 people search for acne on YouTube monthly, 120,000 people for acne. How to get rid of acne, 50,000 people. And we are still thinking like, okay, so how can and and what is the cause of acne? 1,000 people. So we are not raised thinking about our skin. This is my first really intake. And because of that, we see that acne, that is something that it's, everyone is going to go through or went, but still like that big, question mark. How can I take care of that when 40% of the planet as well has oily skin, 85% has acne or will have acne, and we are still thinking like, and this is what I say, what really make America great, make America vulnerable, that's the money. And we spend $5 billion in treatments of acne, when only 1/4 of this goes to what makes sense, that is the barrier. And thinking about these numbers, I think that what I really want to bring is more educational than anything, because we need to teach our kids, and this is something that I haven't, and I'm sure that many people, it's not that they don't want, they don't even know how to start. And that's the fundamentals here. I was going to do this live actually like a week ago, but when I start to purchase I almost purchased a whole pharmacy. It is insane. And it's quite interesting to think that I can throw like pretty much all of them in the trash, because what they are going to do is, some of them are detergent. We're putting detergent in our faces, and it's written here. And the beautiful thing that I think about beauty is, I think that, knowledge gives you freedom. And that's what I try to bring in every live, or every time that I talk about something that I know. I really have this in mind. How can I make, the life of this person better? That's why I created my device. That's why I'm doing this here today. So let's get some other numbers here that's very interesting as well. So the best face wash for acne, 29,000 people search for that. Hello. I don't know what happened, but I guess was interrupted, but I'm back. And the reason why I am really like, because these numbers, they are very much you know, into it's way too high. And the thing is, it's not, you know, it's not gonna get any better. Actually, they are raising as we speak. So imagine that the United States alone spend $5 billion a year in treatment, and not even one fourth goes to the cause. That's what is bringing and what's happening, that, you know, with the process of acne. So what usually we do is oh, okay. Oh, so the mic's not working, right? The mic's not working. Mute. You can see me. No, this was before, right? Well, if you're not listening, you let me know. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Well, but okay, I will. You can see or you cannot see. Okay, and you can hear it too. Well, all right. So I guess it was fixed. Well, anyway, so if you guys don't hear, if anyone is not listening, let me know. So anyways, so let's think that the United States alone spend $5 billion in treatments a year with acne itself. So, and none of this money I'm sorry, so just one fourth of this money goes to actually what causes acne. And if you see the search, it's even more, you know, it's fascinating. So 150,000 people go and search how to get rid of acne. Actually, 50,000, sorry. 50,000 people, how to get rid of acne. And what's the cause of acne? 1,000 people, just 1,000. And the word acne itself, acne, 150,000 people. And then what, you know, people worry the most, it's how to get rid of, not how to treat. And that's when I think that, you know, everything is twisted. That's why I want to do the right face wash for acne. I want everyone to understand that the cause of acne, it is most of the time, it is, you know, hormones, especially when we, you know, get to the age. They say that, you know, all the research that by 10 years old, some kids starts to get, you know, acne because of hormones, and this depends on each individual, and then it's something that it's our body. And 85% of the planet has this going on. And then you have other facts, you know, as well. One of them is diet. That's why the, you know, Japanese and Chinese people, they have better skin for acne. They have less, if you see the numbers, because they have a better diet than us in America. This is for sure. And then you go with the skincare. The skincare for oily skin or for acne skin should be basic. When you starts to put a lot of things is when the things starts to get a little twisted. And the products that you see in the pharmacy, usually it's gonna get your skin worse. Actually, 90% of them, it will get worse for sure, because 90% will just trigger for you to destroy your lipid barrier. Think that, you know, again, goes to the principle of just getting, you know, you want to get rid of that. What really caused the, you know, I think that anxiety, at least on myself, that feeling, especially when it's summer. I am in Miami. I don't know you guys, but summer in Miami look like that you have cream cheese in your face when you have to put moisturizer. It's insane. And I think that this shiny, and this is what make people desperate. Then what do? You wanna have that sensation away. When you do that, you usually get the cleansers that has foaming or that will dehydrate your skin. You will get that sensation that your skin is great. However, you are literally stripping your lipid barrier away. When you do that, you are getting your body to produce more oil. That's exactly what happened. And think that your lipid barrier is the outmost layer of your skin and is the one that is responsible to actually protect your skin. And it's full of ceramides. That's why some cleanser with ceramides is good. It's basically like oil too. And when you do that with harsh ingredients that has in the cleansers, there is one here that's called baking soda. I'm not kidding. Look, baking soda. And baking soda, and then it says naturally clean, exfoliate, and purify your pores, oil-free. This is misleading. I mean, in my opinion, like, some people buy it because it has everything that you want to hear. You want to hear, get rid of my acne, get rid of the acne. I don't want acne. So that's it goes to your mind, and that's what you buy. You don't ask anyone, and you just do it. When you do that, you are disrupting your lipid barrier. This is going to cause more inflammation. Inflammation, it is what causes acne. So you will get your body totally, your body is not going to think even what's happening. And think that we have 11 systems in our body. Your skin is in the integumentary system, and is just one of them. But your skin was made to protect, not to shine or to look great, nothing. When your hormones, everything is happening that you have, and this is like, it's about it makes totally sense that your body is thinking about do not let you die and to save you energy. It's not thinking about your skin being glowing, and no, that's not the intention. Your body is, I say that we have is a cutting edge machine, and it's amazing. Our body works for us all the time. And when you have a skincare, it is to help your body to help you, because you need that. Your body does not have any condition to be like working to do everything and to be thinking about your skin being glowing and everything else. That's why we can and we should help our body. So let's go to the cleansers that really matter here. So the first one, I only work with Cosmedix. I am not, the first thing as a disclosure, I do not get paid by Cosmedix. I do not have, I actually because of this, I did get an Amazon account, an affiliate, and I do not only do cosmetics anymore because, first of all, for some people that don't live here, they can buy, and some people think that's pricey, and this goes to a lot of things. So what I did was I start to look for what is really, in the end of the day, what really matters. And that's just 4 of them. I did the freebie that it's in the bio, that you can see the 10, and actually I did almost 30 cleansers, face wash, but you can see the ones that they are the ones that you can buy. And again, this is a recommendation. Of course, that if you have any skin condition, you know that you should be looking for a doctor. That's not the intention here, is not to replace or for you to start without any kind of, without seeing your skin and so on. Acne, it's actually the #1 skin condition that everyone has. So how you treat is going to make the whole difference. And why face wash for oily skin and for acne is extremely important, because that's the first thing that you do. You wash your face, at least you should. And that's when you start to have, you know, many people. So the noise is so big that even for myself, every time that I get it doesn't matter where you go. You can go to the most expensive store or you go to CVS, you get lost because it's so much. And when you start to read, you know, even honey is actually amazing for the skin. And I'm thinking about to do, there is a mask that you do with honey that is amazing. So then you see like Manuka honey, you know, face cleansing. This is a disaster. You're putting literally like, not even the one that you wash dish, like you're putting detergent in your face. And the thing is, some of them are not FDA approved, and they still, because I don't know if you all know, but even the cosmetics in this country, this doesn't have to be FDA approved, only if something happened. As well as collagen. If you take supplements, you know, none of them are FDA approved. None, not even one. But this is another, you know, subject as well. So then they can still selling, and but they can advertise like, you know, face cleansing foam, like, you know, you think that's amazing when it's not. So the first one would be, I'm not going to even talk about cosmetics. I'm going to say the one that, at least for me, I always knew that was good because when I use it, I feel great, is Cetaphil. Cetaphil, believe it or not, it is one of the #1 in my list, even, because it is extremely, everything is good here. It has niacinamide, has panthenol, everything to really get your lipid barrier, to make your lipid barrier robust. And it's interesting because Galderma, it is the company that is behind Cetaphil. And Galderma, for if you are like, if you know about a little bit about aesthetic, they do Dysport, they do like Dysport is like Botox, but it's called Dysport. And Sculptra, have you heard about Sculptra? That's the company. And Cetaphil, it is one of the, you know, that, and even says like that it's recommended by a lot of doctors because of that. And I do have this on my Amazon store, and I was very happy because, first of all, this is, so that's when some people say that the most expensive skincare is the one that works, and this is like the proof. No, This is actually the cheapest, and it works beautifully if you have, I mean, and then even if you have, think that if you have acne, you have sensitive skin to start. So if you think about that, I think that things will make more sense as well, because a lot of people think that, oh, I have acne, but my skin is not sensitive. It is. But not everyone that has sensitive skin has acne. But whoever has acne has sensitive skin. Your skin get more sensitive. That's why you get redness. That's why you have, you know, things that you should be calming your skin. Acne skin and oily skin doesn't like heat. Heat is not something that your skin is like thrilled about it. You should always think about calming down. And that's what this one does. So I will do a live about toner, because toner is even better. Like, it is so crazy. And then you have Benefit Clean. Benefit Clean is the one that actually, this became so popular because that's the one that Demi Moore uses. And then, you know, it has the way that Cosmedix does everything. There's no sulfate, so you do not have any harsh ingredients. You have really the opportunity to, it's totally focused in restoring your lipid barrier and making sure that your skin is good from the inside out. Even speaking about pills like the metabolic pills, it is totally different of the chemical pills because it works from the inside out, giving your skin what your skin needs. And then you start to have a beautiful complex. It's different from anything that, you know, I've seen in the market. So the Benefit Clean, I think another thing is it's an American company. The names are like Benefit Clean. Imagine what it does is a benefit. So I think it's funny. So then you have the Purity Solution. The Purity Solution, it is the oil-based cleanser. And I always say to double cleanse, because when you double cleanse, you first take the impurities and you melt everything that doesn't belong to your beautiful face, and you will have a better, you know, it's because think that everything that we go through every day, it is pollution, everything has what? Has oil. So you need to take all of that, and the Purity Solution from Cosmetics is a great product. And if you double cleanse, you first do an oil-based cleanse, and then you do a water-based cleanse. That can be any one of those, just to, you know, to take everything out. Why this happens is because the water does not mix with oil. If you try to mix water and oil, it doesn't mix. That's why when you do an oil-based cleanser, you will even, and ladies, listen to that. Take your makeup with oil-based cleanser. I'm telling you, you're gonna see a huge difference. First of all, it's gonna be way less time. And secondly, because your skin will be really cleansed, you will take all the impurities, everything, even mascara, this take it out. It is amazing. Think about that and start to incorporate these things. And what I do is I bring you the knowledge, because I think that knowledge gives you freedom. If you want to do it, you do. If you don't, it's your choice. It's not my duty. I think that is, as a skin enthusiast and a believer, to bring the best that I know. And this I do because I love it. But if this, and I think that you have to treat your skin within your lifestyle and with, I call the big four. You don't need more than that. If you start to do way more, you know, this is not sustainable. And that's what really worries me. And that's one of, when I see research, is that people cannot do it what they, when you go to a place that, you know, they start to give you a lot of things to wear, what happened is you ended up, you drop it. You drop because it's not sustainable. You cannot be wearing 10 products every day, doing like all these things. So people have a life, you probably have kids, you know, and this is another thing as well that trigger your skin. So then you are stressed only to know how many products you're gonna put it. So can you imagine? You have to summarize, not to add. In this case, at least this is what I think. And whoever goes to my place, that's what they hear. I first listen to what kind of life they have, and we adapt. We bring to add to your routine. We do not do something that it's totally out, you know, out of the league for you to do. Then the last one, but actually this was and I am very impressed because I did not think that I would find, you know, any product like this. It is called, I don't know if you guys have seen this brand, First Aid. And well, I have all of these in the bio, and I actually have them on my website. If you go to the, you know, the landing page, the second section, you're gonna see the best face washers, at least the ones that what I did was, I have like, for 1 month, I've been trying them. And I really like it because I can, I have a different concept about cleansing. I actually have even here, I have my device. This is actually my device. You guys can go to the website and you see it. The way that this works is this, we have 66 muscles in our face. And we know that muscles have memory. If muscles have memory, the muscles in your face will have too. And that's the concept that I created some years ago. And that's why this machine, the way that she was born. And so then you have a little vibration, and this vibration helps to stimulate, you know, muscles, and helps to stimulate as well collagen and elastin. Remember that for you to, some of this one here says that, you know, plus collagen. Guys, this does not exist. You cannot get a collagen in a product like this. This is a skin. I don't want to say anything, but you cannot, because collagen is a large molecule. You cannot get collagen in a product, but in a massage. That's why massages, like face massages, are good. That's why some people inject. That's why microneedling is one, in my opinion, is the best, because you really you have to get to your dermis to get collagen. And you have your whole epidermis, you have 5 layers of epidermis. For you to see blood, you see blood if you cut you have to get into the dermis. That's why scars happen. You see this here? I had an accident, and this was like a month ago, and I treated. And the way that I treated was, first, the beginning. When you first get hurt or anything, do not put peroxide, nothing. It's water. Because the tissues that's here, if you damage the tissues, you will get, the skin is gonna be different, because new skin, it's different than the skin that was here. So what you have to do is you have to try to expedite your cell turnover here. And that's when the beauty comes, is when you can think about, okay, what I want to do. And that's what I want to bring to whoever has oily skin or acne. don't think about what is going on now. Your skin changes every 30 days. 60% of the dust in your home, it is your skin and whoever lives with you. Our skin is our biggest organ and regenerate. So don't think that, oh, but no, every skin is amazing. Every skin, skin is a marvel because we do everything that we can to destroy, and our body's still doing just great. If you help a little bit, I call skin dogs because I love dogs. And if you feed a dog once, they never forget you. Skin is the same. You do everything and your skin is just so happy that you are washing. And think about a washer like an act of kindness, of goodness to yourself and to your skin. This is the moment that you have to treat your skin. Do it nicely. Do they say a lot about self-care, self-love. This is self-love. This is self-care. I think that the wellness industry, they incorporated the name and they say like, oh, self-care is like you have to do Pilates. No, it's something that you feel great and you do it. Treating your skin should be one of them. And you like literally, if you go to Amazon now, if you want to buy through me, great. I would be very happy because, of course. But if you don't, I still want you to buy because you can have a better skin, not spending a lot of money. And I'm here giving my time when people go to my office and you can check how much it is. And I'm here telling exactly what I tell everyone because I think that this is what service is. And there's nothing better than self-esteem, everything that you can imagine when because your skin, as you treat your skin and as you strengthen your lipid barrier, oil self-regulates. This is what happened. If you have acne, think that the blemishes and the breakouts, they happen it's in the same place. It doesn't change. Sometimes can change here or there, but usually is in the same place. There's a reason for that. Because that area, it's the area that probably because of the breakouts, you go there and you scrub a little bit more to make sure that's clean. And this is something that people tell us to do too. I remember, I used to live in Brazil, and when I was a kid, and we didn't have the money, and I was like, what I do? And there's nobody really know. Actually, I'm talking about, here, like I was thinking myself in Brazil without, in a very different situation than here in America, because here you can do everything. But even though still we have things to do. It's not always that you have the time to go and to search for, unless that it's something like this. That's why I'm doing, because it's not something that it's gonna be out of your way. But one thing is, do not get body,